Hey guys, welcome to English. It's all about commas today, and we're also going to be learning about something called comma splices, which basically mean putting commas in the wrong place. So first, let's make sure that we have our textbook scans, pages 283 to 284. Looks like this, right? And as always, we'll do the guided practice together, and I'll give you instructions on how to do the independent practice. And we'll actually do a few questions on this page together as well. Okay, let's first go over comma rules. When do we use commas? When do we put commas? First, addressing somebody directly. When you're addressing somebody directly, meaning you're talking to them directly, you need to put a comma. Examples: Dad, comma, may I go to the park? Talking to Dad. I wonder, Kyle, whether the game is going to be canceled. Talking to Kyle. We hope you had a wonderful birthday, comma, Nancy. Talking to Nancy. Okay, so talking to someone directly, that's when you put a comma. And notice here there are two commas because the name of the person you're talking to is in the middle of the sentence. In that case, you do need two commas to separate, right? Second case, to use commas, separating in a positive from the word it renames. So from the word it renames. So as a review, what that means is, we'll look at the example. The naturalist, comma, Mr. Stanley, comma, works at the museum. The naturalist is Mr. Stanley, right? We're renaming who the naturalist is. So you're putting a comma here. Second example, my teacher, comma, Miss Oak, comma, gives us homework. Who is the teacher? Miss Oak. Does that make sense? Last example. Bianca, my sister, loves to read. Who is Bianca? My sister, right? So we're renaming here. That's when you use a comma. All right. Third case. This is a review. After long introductory prepositional phrases of 5 or more words, meaning a long prepositional phrase in the beginning of the sentence that has 5 or more words. For example, on the face of a mountain in South Dakota. That's a prepositional phrase. A very, very long one. Comma, 4 great presidents were carved. Okay? Fourth case. After a dependent clause at the beginning of a sentence. So this is what we've been practicing last week, right? Dependent and independent clauses. Remember, dependent clauses, they're not a complete thought. So my question for you is, what type of conjunction does a dependent clause always start with? Subordinating conjunction. So before is a subordinating conjunction. Before, Gutzon Borglum carved Mount Rushmore. Dependent clause. Comma, he carved a Confederate memorial on Stone Mountain in Georgia. Okay? Okie dokie, fifth case. Before a coordinating conjunction. So think fanboys. F is for for, A and, N nor, B but, O or, Y yet, S so, right? And, but, or in a compound sentence. If you're connecting two independent clauses together with coordinating conjunction, you need a comma before. The work was very dangerous, but brave men stuck to the past. I have a lot of homework, but I'm able to complete them. Aunt Maria went to the mall, and she bought me a skateboard. You need a comma when connecting two independent clauses. Okay, now that we talked about that, let's do a few exercises. Why don't we? We're going to work a little backwards today, so let's do a few questions on page 284 together with our fresh knowledge. Use this mark to insert any missing commas. So I'm going to attach a PowerPoint that I just went over to the Google Classroom so you can go back and look at the rules, or you can just look here. I basically just copied what was on here, okay? All right, so let's do a few of these together. At only 33 years of age, Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence. So right away I can see there's a prepositional phrase here. At only 33 years of age, right? 5 or more words. This rule. So let's put our comma right here. Okay, let's try 8. After he was elected president, Lincoln led the country through the Civil War. Preposition list for you. See anything here? After. So that was the same rule as number 6. Okay, let's do one more together. Let's do number 11. Borglum, so the person's name. Borglum wanted to carve Theodore Roosevelt, but not everyone agreed. So we have some independent clauses here. This one, Borglum wanted to carve Theodore Roosevelt. That's independent, right? Also, every time you see words like but and or, these are coordinating conjunctions, so you know right away that this might be a compound sentence. Not everyone agreed. That is also an independent clause. So we put our comma here, right? This rule was this one, compound sentence. Now let's go over another concept, comma splices. Putting commas in wrong places, putting commas where you don't need them. So look here, it says a comma splice consists of 2 complete sentences, incorrectly joined by only a comma. So for example, if we were looking at these sentences and I took this away, the work was very dangerous. Brave men stuck to the past. That is a comma splice. It's wrong. This too. I have a lot of homework. I'm able to complete them. Again, grammatically wrong, right? You need coordinating conjunctions here. Another example. People in South Dakota wanted a monument, comma, they carved 4 presidents on Mount Rushmore. This is wrong. Then how do we correct it? 3 ways. Separate into 2 sentences. Make it into a compound sentence. So add a coordinating conjunction. Or make it into a complex sentence by adding a subordinating conjunction. So then these are the transformations that it would make. People in South Dakota wanted a monument, period. They carved 4 presidents on Mount Rushmore. People in South Dakota wanted a monument, comma, and they carved blah, blah, blah. Because people in South Dakota wanted a monument, comma, they carved 4 presidents on Mount Rushmore. So because here is the, what kind of conjunction? Subordinating conjunction. Because people in South Dakota wanted a monument, dependent clause. Let's look at one more example. I played guitar in the morning. I slept early. This is wrong. How can we correct it? 2 separate sentences. I played guitar in the morning. I slept early. Correct. Compound sentence. I played guitar in the morning, comma, and I slept early. Correct. Complex sentence. Because I played guitar in the morning, comma, I slept early. Also correct. Right? So again, comma splices just basically mean you put 2 complete sentences, 2 independent clauses together with just a comma. Now let's practice finding these. So this is page 283. Write CS if the sentence contains a comma splice. So those are the ones that are wrong. Write C if the sentence is correct. Okay. Mount Rushmore was named for Charles E. Rushmore. Are there 2 complete sentences being connected by a comma here? No. There's only 1 complete sentence. So this is correct. Number 2. Some people wanted the memorial. Some people thought it was a bad idea. Tell me what is the first independent clause here? First complete sentence. This one. This is independent, right? Is there another independent clause here? This one also. Yep. So here we have a comma splice because we are connecting 2 independent clauses with only a comma. How would we correct it? Talk to me. Yep. Some people wanted the memorial, period. Some thought it was a bad idea. Did into 2 sentences here, or turn it into a compound sentence like this, and like that, or complex. You could do just add a subordinate conjunction. Although some people wanted the memorial, some people thought it was a bad idea. This is how you would correct it, okay? I know it doesn't say to correct it, but it's good practice. Number 3, dynamite blew off portions of rock, comma, men carved the details by hand. Independent clause. Mm-hmm. Anything else? Mm-hmm. Again, two independent clauses connected by just a comma. So this is a comma splice. How will we correct this? Pause the video and try writing it down. Make it into two sentences, right? Or make it into a compound sentence. Like this. Or make it into a complex by adding a subordinating conjunction to make one of these clauses dependent. Like that. Okay, go ahead and try the rest of page 284. Yep. Do your best. And please do apply and write. If you don't have a particular president you admire, it could be anybody in your life that you admire. And then tell me why, like your hero maybe, like your mom or dad, and tell me why. And make sure to use commas correctly. Try to use as many commas as possible. I would like to see that. All right, that is it, guys. Good job as always. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye!